a blueprint for keeping Indianapolis safe and keeping ex-offenders out of prison.
It is known as the ReEntry Plan, a guide for helping newly released inmates find their way through employment, housing, and mental health issues, to name a few. Our TV6 reporter Jack Reinhardt gives us a progress report on the ReEntry Plan, now a year old this month.
This is the Reentry Commission's final report. It took 8 months to put together. The commission came up with 26 recommendations to help inmates transition from here to there. In the past 6 months, more than 11,000 inmates new to the county jail and the Department of Correction have seen a video titled First Day In. It's intended to plant the seeds of change before they begin their sentence, as well as help them navigate the most basic technical skills needed when they're released.
I didn't know anything about how to do emails. I didn't know how to text people. I didn't even know how to use the new phones they have now. In
the year since the Reentry Commission report was adopted, the City County Council banned the box, the one that prohibits local government and the 28,000 vendors it does business with from asking a job applicant if they've been convicted of a crime. The next challenge, convincing the private sector to follow suit.
It's not a matter of whether or not you served in, you served time. It's more a matter of where are you now, and in fact, even more importantly, is the job that you're going for related in any way to what you served time for?
For 6,000 to 8,000 DOC offenders released back to Indianapolis each year, housing is always a large and looming challenge. The Reentry Commission has convinced the Indianapolis Housing Authority to help ex-offenders overcome that challenge.
The Indianapolis Housing Agency has reduced their admissions waiting period for individuals with drug-related evictions or drug-related criminal activity arrest from 5 years to 3 years to help increase access to public housing for reentrants.
Metro Police have rolled out a program that puts a police officer and a parole officer in front of a newly released offender with offers of a range of services towards employment, housing, substance abuse, and mental health counseling. Those who go through the program have a recidivism rate of just 12% compared to the DOC recidivism rate of 50%. But the city's burgeoning homicide rate and the uptick in overall crime has made reentry an even tougher sell to the public at large.
It's not murderers and those types of violent offenders we're looking at. It's kind of the low level, in and out of the system folks that if we can capture them, we could really have an impact on the system and the health of the community.
The Reentry Commission has calculated the benefit to the taxpayers that helping just 1% of ex-offenders avoid arrest and a trip back to prison will save Indianapolis $1.5 million annually. In Indianapolis, Jack Reinhardt, RTV6.
And many of the recommendations, the 26 recommendations made by the Reentry Commission, will need approval from the state legislature. One of the recent changes will allow offenders convicted of low-level felonies to expunge or erase their conviction if they don't commit these same offenses within 5 years.